everyone. Welcome to episode 6 of Ktalk. I'm your girl, Mel.
And I'm Uma. Hi, guys. On today's after show, we're reviewing Family by Choice, a remake of the Chinese drama Go Ahead. Family by Choice is a youth romance about two men and a woman who aren't blood related, but treated each other as family during their teens and how they meet up again after 10 years.
Yeah, so I was really excited for this one, and so far it is not disappointing. Like, I love it. What do you think about the cast?
I'm loving the cast. I don't think I've ever seen them in anything before, except for Sun Ha?
Yeah.
Hung in Yup? Yeah. Only him. I've watched True Beauty, but I love everyone's dynamic. Like, the group is so fun. I'm in love with the dad.
Oh my God, I love the dad. And I also love, shout out to my favorite supporting cast member ever is Che Moo Sung. I love him. He kills every role he's in. I love him. And he's the hardest working man, to be honest.
Supporting actor out there.
Yeah, love him. So I love the cast. I love the father. I just love their dynamic, you know.
All of them.
And how they came together. Really sad. Really
Honestly,
sad.
So far, it's only episodes 1 to 4 have aired. And I'm already in my feels. Like, I knew it was going to be good, but I didn't think it was going to be, like, so good right away. I thought it was going to be, like, we're not going to get to the good stuff, or I wasn't going to tear up until, like, maybe episode 7 or 8 because, you know, the show was, like, fully 16 episodes. But right out the gate.
Can we just say, like, the fact that it's only 1 to 4 out right now, but it feels like it's given so much. Like, it's literally giving so much, and I love it. Like, it's just so detailed. I've cried. I've laughed. I just feel their connection, their closeness. I just love it. Yeah. I love everything about it. But their backstories are very sad. When we see what happens with Sun Ha and his mom, can we just talk about that?
I know.
That poor kid has suffered.
I think all of them have suffered.
They've all suffered, but him especially is a different type of trauma, if you think about it, because where Hey Jun's mom, she pretty much said, hey, see you later. I'll come back and get you some burgers. You know what I mean? Like,
that's kind of traumatizing, though.
It is traumatizing, but Sun Ha's mom literally showed and blamed him for what happened to his sister. And that was so wrong because I didn't understand that. And then you see later on is she left them alone for 2 days.
I want to know what that's about.
Yeah, I can't wait to see that.
At first, I was just angry at her.
But how do you leave an 8-year-old alone with his little sister for 2 days and then blame him?
And where was the dad?
Yeah, I think he was working. Remember, he's a police officer. So
yeah, but like he worked for 48 hours straight.
Yeah, that was. Yeah, we don't know yet, so I'm sure we'll find out where he was as well. But.
Okay, let's back it up for a second, okay? So the first and second episode are kind of just letting us know what the situation is, right? Yeah. So we have Ju-won's dad. So Ju-won meets Sun Ha when he first moves to the neighborhood, and he's 8 years old, and she's obsessed. She's an only child. So right out the gate, she was like, you know, that's my big brother, like, be my oppa, whatever. And his family is kind of like reluctant. You can kind of feel like the dad is just so, you know, like quiet and feels kind of beaten down. And then we figure out like they lost their daughter. And then we find out really quickly that the mom blames the 8-year-old kid. And this is just episode 1 and 2. And then
she's literally been abusing the father as well, just abusing the whole household. Yeah.
Mentally, like, just not in a good place. I'm thinking at first, like, she's drinking excessively. She's sleeping. She's deeply depressed. She lost her baby. Yeah. I get that. But then you find out later that she left the kids alone. So maybe she had problems prior to the little girl dying.
Yeah. And we don't know that yet. But
I'm thinking it's leaning that way because how could you leave your kids for 2 days straight unless there's something going on with you?
And the part that really got me is once Sun has started to get close and open up to Ju-won and her father, the way she made him feel guilty for that, and the way that he
eating
said,
good meals,
asking for forgiveness. I will never eat there again. I will never be happy again. Like
she wanted the kid to be miserable.
Yeah, you know, and I just felt like that was so unnecessary. Yeah.
She's such a horrible mother.
She is.
But Juwon's dad is so sweet.
Sweetest man
so
ever.
Lovely.
Yeah.
Doing the most that he can for his little girl. I think she may be the least traumatized out of all of them. I mean, she just has to deal with the stigma, I guess, of her mom dying, and she's just being raised by her dad. I mean, weird stigma, but whatever.
But I feel like she grew up very happy.
Exactly. Like, there's nothing... You kind of get the feeling like her dad raised her to understand, like, there's nothing wrong with not having a mom. So she has that strong sense of self, but she's only human, and she feels down when people bring it up. But she's kind of in a better place than the boys are.
Yeah, she's still very bubbly, very cute, very sweet. Like, you know, like,
right. And then right after, quickly, we meet Haejun.
Yeah.
And we find out that his mom, the neighborhood lady, set up a blind date for Juwon's dad without him even knowing it, which is weird because I didn't get the sense that he knew.
Yeah, I don't think he knew.
Woman was there.
Yeah.
But anyways, that doesn't quite work out. And then fast forward, she leaves her kid with her sister, with his aunt.
Yeah.
So I was like, we know at this point, like, Juwon's dad didn't step in. Did she always plan to not come back and just kind of dump the kid on her sister?
I don't think so. Maybe she really did, because his mom seemed like a very sweet lady. Like, she really loved her son, you know? So again, we don't know yet why she even left in such a hurry. Something must have happened. We just don't know. But to be gone for 10 years.
Yeah, she made it look like she was going to go work in Seoul or something.
Or be gone for a couple of weeks or something.
Gets a job.
Yeah.
That she was going to come back for him in a matter of a couple of weeks.
Yeah, it did appear that way. And I guess also she felt like, because I'm leaving him with my sister, I think she felt more comfortable, I guess, because she didn't know that Juwon's dad was Mr. Yoon's going to take him, right? True. That just kind of happened.
And even her sister, it seemed like at the time maybe she was in school or something. Maybe I'm not remembering correctly, but
she was busy.
She was very chill about this guy she doesn't know just taking her nephew. That was really strange too.
That was really weird too. Yeah.
And she's like, he seems comfortable with you.
I think because she just felt like, I really can't take care of him. I don't want to sign up for this. I can't handle this. I got my own stuff going on.
That's your whole nephew.
Yeah.
It's very strange to me.
It is strange and weird.
Essentially, he got abandoned by two people. She was just like, if you want to take him off my plate, go ahead.
Yeah.
But that whole dynamic was weird. But the family, like, finds itself. Sunha's mom disappears. She basically was just like, I don't want to be with you guys. Like, she's out.
Yeah.
Can't get over the grief of losing her daughter. And we fast forward 10 years. And they're like a cute little foster family. All of them. Sunha lives upstairs.
Yeah.
You know, Haejun now lives with Juwon. Yeah, they're all going to school together. They're, you know, they're all super close.
I love their dynamic. It's so cute. And I don't know about you, but a part of me, I don't want it to become romantic. Like, I don't know. You know, that's where it's kind of heading, but I don't want it to be romantic.
Well, you can kind of already tell that Sunha likes her.
And I can tell that she likes Sunha, even though Haejun likes her too, but he's like goofy to her.
Sincerely, like, I think, sees her as a sister. Is it because they live together?
I don't think so. I think
they live together.
I know, but I think
they're more siblings than the way she is with Sunha.
No, but I also think Haejun likes her too.
No, he doesn't.
You don't think so?
I don't think Haejun likes her at all. Right now, I don't. I don't think that's the case. Maybe later. But right now, I don't think. I just kind of get the sense that, like, he treats her like a sister. There's no feeling, whereas Sunha, it's kind of obvious that he's into her. Yeah, I guess. I felt it for both of them in a weird, strange way, that he likes her too. But I think, like, Sunha's just different. Like, he kind of. I think Haejun's fighting it. But I think Sunha's more kind of like, I don't think maybe Haejun knows it yet,
kind of thing. But it's there.
Subconsciously, subconsciously he likes her.
Yeah, it's there. You know?
Maybe.
But if they do go that route, I am team Sunha all the way.
I love him. Adorable.
He is so adorable.
Mature.
He's so mature, so stoic, so just like a protector. Like, for instance, when he came to her rescue when the girl pushed her into the...
Mm-hmm. Well,
she fell into the little river situation. And
they're always sticking up for her.
Yeah, Hae-jun came running. It was cute. He took his jersey off for her. That was cute. But, you know, but the way that he came in, Sunha was like, you know, was it the same situation when he was like, you don't have to apologize? Where Sun... Yeah.
No, that was a different one. That was a different one.
Yeah.
Remember the girl that liked Sunha and then she was asking her, like, do you like him? But this was a different incident. This was like in front of the school. This wasn't like the day that she fell into the pond or anything, but she was just like, that girl tripped on her own and she made it look like Juwon had pushed her, and then Juwon was going to apologize because everybody was pressuring her to.
And then the way that Sunha came in, it was like,
no,
you're not apologizing.
He's like, if you didn't do anything wrong.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I like about him. He stands on business, and that's why I like him. Like, he's just no nonsense, no, you know what I mean? Straight to the point. Like, what does she have to apologize for?
He stands on business every day. I liked him. I liked him even more the way he gave it to his mom.
Yes. We'll get to that. Yes.
I was so happy.
I was so proud of him.
I didn't think he was gonna. I thought he was gonna like get emotional and feel abandoned and kind of give in to his mom. But the way he's so open and honest with his feelings, and he didn't let. I think once he grew up, he realized there's something that we don't know because the mom doesn't know. Like, she blames him for the daughter's death, but she doesn't know that this kid remembers certain things.
Yeah.
Right. So I can't wait till it fully comes out, because I think the mom knows she did something wrong, and her blaming the kid is just her projecting and out of guilt and not wanting to deal with why she's grief stricken. And she
she knows she played a huge part. First of all, just leaving them alone for 2 days. So yeah. So I just love their dynamic.
No, it's a great dynamic. Why are these parents who abandon their children coming back when their kids are fully grown? Because Hae-jun's dad came back too.
Yes. And you know when I knew the show was going to be messy? When Sunha's mom bumped into Hae-jun's dad in front of the hotel. I was like, okay, this show is going to be super messy, and I'm here for it. Because now they're all rude. In town at the same time, which is weird. But yeah. And then Hae-jun's dad coming in. At first, I thought he was a con artist. I didn't think it was true. I didn't think it was real.
I'm thinking, what does this man want? He just looks slick and sleazy.
No, well, he kept it real. Why? He has no air.
No. Before we found that out, like when he just showed up at the school, and I'm like, something's off here. Like, why is he looking for this like 19-year-old now?
Yeah.
And the way he lied and said, I didn't know you existed. But you see how Sunha was like, don't believe people and exactly what they say. Let's go find out what the story is. And then Hae-jun finds out like he was abandoned. He abandoned his mom and him essentially when she was pregnant.
But when I first saw the guy taking pictures of him, I thought for a minute it was a scout at first. But then I also thought maybe it could be his mom.
And that's what he thought too.
Yeah.
Maybe his mom. I just feel so bad because I feel like the other two have their dads. He literally has no one. No mom, no dad. So anytime they make a reappearance, I feel like he's just more traumatized and he's yearning for somebody that's his blood, essentially. Like,
yeah. No, but I also love how Sunha supported him when his dad came back.
He's like, I'll go with you.
He's like, I'm going to be there for you. Because I think he knows Hae-jun, right? Like, he is more immature than him. So it's like, he felt like, I have to be here for my brother.
And he's always hoping for the best, right? Yeah. And he was just like, if you want to fight him, I got your back. Like,
and then fast forward, what I didn't like about Hae-jun is how he handled when Sanhae's mom came back. Mm-hmm. And how he was like, oh, I can't deal with this. It's giving me too much. I don't want to think about my mom. And that was very selfish.
That is very selfish. But I don't think he can help it, though, because in his mind, he was like, you know, we saw at the end of episode 4 where he was like, my mom's coming back for me. And he still believes that. Even though he's 19 years old, like it's been 10 years. Your mom's not coming back.
And what Sunha is basically saying is like, even if she does, how could you just go back to angry? Why aren't you angry? Why would you just accept her with open arms? You know? So that pissed me off. Is like, he needed your support in that moment. And you kind of just thought about yourself. It's like, oh my God. And then when he said that comment, it's like, what's wrong with the mom reaching out to her son? Like, he completely didn't get it. He was so out of touch there. It's like, what do you mean? What's wrong with that? You know exactly what's wrong with that. And you know how this has affected Sunha. And you know the backstory, and the fact that he still said that.
Yeah, it's like, she blames you for my sister's death, like,
yeah,
and left me.
Am I supposed to be happy to see her? Like,
but again, I think that sense of self comes from, he has his dad.
Yeah.
Comes back to, hey, June's extra messed up because he has no one. At first, he was like, this guy is coming back. He's my dad. He didn't know I existed. I'm happy because I wasn't abandoned. Quickly finds out he was abandoned. His dad's a piece of shit. And now essentially it's coming back because it benefits him to have an heir.
Yeah.
So
but I still feel like you could have handled that differently, since the way that, because Sunha was so supportive, was there for him, you know, and for him to just be like, yeah, I don't get it. This reminds me of my mom and I don't want to be a part of it. It's just, yeah, you know, I didn't like that.
You know, how emotional was that scene when his loser dad, his biological dad, comes to see his current dad.
Yeah.
And he finds out and he goes racing to the restaurant. And then he basically says, I didn't tell you because I thought you would push me to go with him.
Yeah. And Mr. Yoon was thinking, oh my God, hopefully he doesn't take him up on his offer and leave. And I was like, that was the most sweetest, saddest moment that I cry, girl. I bawled my eyes out.
The way that man loves these kids.
That's what the way he loves him. And it was like, he just raised him for 10 years. And the way he sees him as his son is just so heartwarming.
And he didn't feel that. You see, his abandonment issues are so bad. He can't even see that Mr. Yoon genuinely loves him and has been taking care of him for the past 10 years. He always is scared that he's going to be like discarded.
Yeah. And essentially, if you think about it, they both have those fears. Mr. Yoon thinks, oh, now that I've raised him, there can be a day when he just leaves
me. And then he was like, I'm not done. Like, I want to make you more breakfast. I want to wash your clothes some more.
He literally went to see a lawyer. He's like, I'm not done. He literally went to see a lawyer as his guardian, what he could do to fight this man that just appears, you know? And that was just the most heartwarming, beautiful thing.
I know. I bawled through that whole scene. But the thing is, it's like he doesn't understand that. Like, I guess is what the other kid was trying to say. Like, he's not angry. That's what annoys me. He's not angry at being left
at all. Yeah.
He's giving everyone the benefit of the doubt. And I'm like, why?
Exactly.
Can you get angry? You deserve more.
And that's why Sunha can't understand him.
No. And I agree with him.
And that's why and when they got into a fight where he punched him, he kept it real. He was like, the fact that you're 19 years old and you're still holding out hope that your mom is going to come back. Yeah.
That we're just two boys whose moms abandoned them.
And she shouldn't have gone this long. Had she really cared about you, why did she go this long? And we still don't know the real reason why she even left. But she seemed like she had to leave in a hurry. But yeah, I'm interested to see what happens with that and why she left him.
Their whole situation just makes me sad. And I'm so angry because at the end of episode 4, so far, Haejun's dad came back unannounced. And even like Mr. Yoon said, he was like, I don't understand. These kids are like 1 year away from being adults. Why are these people coming back now? Like, what's all the fuss about? Because now we see that like his mom's on her way back.
Yeah. And it's not only coming back. Have you noticed they're both trying to take them? What's that about? Like, she's talking about, Sunha's mom saying, I'm going to take him to Seoul. Like, excuse me, ma'am, why would you think that he would just be up and ready to do that? And I didn't like also how she was trying to emotionally manipulate him with the daughter.
With the little girl. Yeah. But I love the fact that he didn't fall for it, though. He was just like, Ju-won, take the girl out.
I love that. Oh,
and she was like, yep. You ain't got to ask me twice.
Yeah.
And he's telling her, like, you can't emotionally manipulate me.
This does absolutely nothing. Yeah.
But the nerve of this woman, all of a sudden, now that he's like 19 years old, you want him to go to the school that you picked out, the college that you want him to go to, live in the city where you live. Have you all, like, the fact that she sat in front of him and said, I'm trying to forgive you.
Oh my God.
I'm trying. Not even I made a mistake.
That was
and now I want to make it better. But I am trying.
That was the scene.
Like, I still haven't forgiven you.
And I love the way he responded. He's like, forgive me for what? Exactly. For what? I was a child.
I can't wait to find out what exactly caused the girl to die.
Yeah. Even with the flashbacks, you don't really... I don't know if we see like water on the ground. I don't know.
What happened?
We don't know what happened exactly.
Was she sick? Like... I can't wait to find out. But I just thought she was just
I didn't see any blood or anything. So maybe she was sick. Maybe she fell sick within those 2 days, right?
That woman is out of pocket. She left
so
for
out
10
of pocket.
years,
And
had
her
another
face
child.
just gives evil. There's something about her face. I don't like it. She just gives evil,
I can't
right?
stand her.
Yeah.
I can't stand her, and I can't stand Hee-Jun's mom too. And I can't wait to see what the hell she's about to bring to the table. But for some reason, why do I think it's his biological dad that probably sent that woman? It just feels way too convenient that she's back all of a sudden.
You think Sunha's dad called her?
No.
Who?
Hee-Jun's biological dad. The guy who wants to take him to the States. Yeah.
He did what?
I think he's going to make his mom convince him to go to America with him. Why is she coming back? It's been 10 years.
I don't think she will, because remember, they didn't have a good relationship.
Yeah, but I don't put it past that man, because he tried to pay off Mr. Yoon, and he was like, thank you for raising my kid. Here's a bunch of money. Let him go. Also, I want to know what's going on with the aunt and him. I don't know what there's. I feel like there's a backstory of why she hates him so much as well. Not just about her sister. I don't know why. I feel like there's something beyond the fact of like, he treats my sister like shit.
Yeah, I think there's something else there, because the way she was so adamant, like, you can never talk to him again. Like, maybe. I don't know. I feel like there's something more to that. Listen, it's only 4 episodes and so much has happened and we have so many questions. Yeah. The way episode 4 ended, I'm like, oh my God, I cannot wait till episode 5. I know. Like, can we talk about Ju-won for a second? She is just such a cheerful, happy. She's just in La La Land most of the time. She does her own thing. Like, she does not know how to read a room. Do you know how many times somebody else has to grab her when other people are having moments and they're like, not now. Yeah. Like, let's leave them alone. Everybody is grabbing her. Like, she just does not read the room. And that's why Sunha said to that guy, she's like, she's not mentally mature enough for a relationship. I think he was just saying that out of jealousy. I understand what he meant. I don't think she's that immature. I just think that was spurred by like the fact that he's like jealous and he doesn't want her to but date. She is though. She does get very immature though. I see what he's saying as well. Like, she is kind of like la la la, like, you know. She doesn't understand anything bad can happen, and like people don't have like great intentions. But how ridiculous was that date of hers? Like, how quickly she was so like into the guy and got a major ick. And she was like, he doesn't like cake. That would be an ick though. Yeah. And then he was picking out the carrots out of the... You know what bothered me? Even if you don't like cake, you see her eyeballing the cake. Just get her the damn cake. Yeah. He was just like, drink your drink. I mean, he was feeding her, giving her all this food. Yeah. Oh my God. And then when he put the little, the food in the soda, because it's too spicy, and he washed it. Not even water, soda. I think it was orange soda. Oh God. Yeah. He was an idiot, but he played that role so well. Yeah. I'm like, I'm getting the ick. Yeah. And then the way how Sunha put it 2 and 2 together, that he was the one that said that comment to her about the single mom. I mean, being raised by a single parent. Mm-hmm. And it was like, oh, you seem pretty happy and well adjusted for somebody, you know? Yeah. Who didn't grow up right. And she's like, what the hell? But in that moment, I love that she stood up. She knew exactly she stood up for herself. I love that. She gave it right back to him. And she's like, what do you mean? Yeah. Like, say it with your chest. All families come in different shapes and sizes. And this, you know, families are different. Flavors and, like, you know. Why are you shitting on my environment? I have a great environment. Yeah. No, she's very smart for doing that. And I feel like that's why it's like, she understands that their situation is not normal, but it doesn't take away. She doesn't think her life is lacking. She's very happy with this family dynamic. Do you also think, because you know in the beginning, the first episode, how she wants them to take the last name? And I feel like Sunha's kind of like hesitant. Do you think it's because... He's like, no, I don't want to be your brother on paper, because then I think he likes her. Yeah, right? Do you think that? Yeah. Absolutely. I think he was like, why? He's like, this is nice what we have, but I don't want to be your brother. Yeah. And I feel like them not allowing that to happen gives it room for when they grow up. Like, they're going to get together. Yeah, but again, I like their dynamic as siblings, you know? I know. It's taking everything in me not to watch the Chinese version, so I know what happens. Is it called Found by Choice as well? No, Go Ahead, I think. Oh, okay. Yeah. But I'm holding myself back. I mean, if it's the same, I want to binge it and be like, I know what's happening. No, if it's the same exact storyline, I feel like it would ruin it for me. Slightly different here and there, but you know, the overall plot's going to be the same. So yeah, and I don't want it to ruin it for me, to be honest. True. I'm just going to continue watching this. So far, I am loving it. I just cannot wait to see where this goes because it already started fire.
Yeah, I just feel like we're going to be a hot balling mess throughout the whole thing.
Yeah.
These weekly drops are killing me though, but
yeah,
such a great show. I'm here for it and I'm excited to see
I love it so much. I'm calling it Family Next Door. That's how much I love it. Like, you know what I mean? Because you know how much I love Family Next Door. I mean,
Love Next Door.
So yeah.
No, I love that you just meshed them together. Good job.
My two favorites.
From now on, it's going to be known as that, Family Next Door.
Family Next Door it is. Well, that's our show. If you enjoyed this week's episode, please like, rate, and follow. Bye.
Bye, everyone.